2 Peter chapter 3, verse 3, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts.
Yeah, that's what you got out here. A lot of people mocking and scoffing within their own lust, their own flesh, their carnal mind, man. Go ahead.
And saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation.
Yeah, so you got assholes like that. They'll come up and be like, oh, well, they've been saying that shit from the beginning. Right? Go ahead.
For this, they willingly are ignorant
So
of.
I can be an asshole. I'm gonna tell you, you're ignorant. You're ignorant of it, man. You know, some people get offended by that word when you tell them that they're ignorant. That's a cut to the core, man. When you tell them they're ignorant. I remember this going back when I was roustabouting here in my city. This dude, his name's Carlos, and for some reason, well, he was a lazy ass, and I don't like lazy people. And he was a so-called Mexican, and I'm telling you, this motherfucker was lazy. It's contrary to beliefs, you got some lazy Mexicans, man. But this dude, for some reason, we weren't clicking, we weren't getting along. And one day, I was cleaning out the trailer, and he said something to me, and he called me ignorant. Now that lit me up, and I punked this. Well, you know, I told him what's up in front of everybody, and he went and hid behind a white man. But the white man, he didn't even do shit because he knew what I was saying was true. He never did shit. But going back to that word ignorant, when he told me I was ignorant, that pissed me off, man. You know? Because I was still learning how to roustabout, doing the plumbing system, you know? But and I guess he wanted to be an asshole and call me that. But going back what I was saying, y'all want to be an asshole and say, where's the promise of his coming? Y'all want to mock and scoff in the lust of y'all's flesh. And y'all say, we're going to turn around and tell you, Yahweh Shai is going to tell you, being ignorant of it. You've been ignorant of this thing. Because you didn't want to read, you didn't want to study. You know? You didn't want to take heed to what the men of the Lord were saying on the highways and the byways. So I'm going to turn around and be an asshole. I'm going to tell you you're ignorant. Go ahead.
For this, they willingly are ignorant of.
That's right. You're ignorant. All right? Go ahead.
That by the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of water, and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished.
Yep, because that's how the Most High created the firmament, was from the waters. He separated. If you don't understand that scripture, going back to Genesis chapter 1, it tells you that. And then it breaks it down right here in 1 Peter 3. Read that part again.
For this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the heavens were of old,
Yep.
and the earth standing out of the water,
Yep.
and in the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished.
Because the Most High, He used the waters from heaven, and also the waters above that came out, gushing out of the earth, to flood the world like that, man. In order for that to be able to come to pass. Okay, go ahead.
Whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished, but the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word are kept in store, reserved unto fire.
See, and that's a mystery because a lot of people don't know the Bible. But you got to open the book in order to give them that mystery. So now this age is going to be done by what?
Reserved unto fire.
So this age, this current existing world is reserved for fire, man. You know? But as the days of Noah were, they were destroyed by way of fire, man. Because they were following after their own lust, their own heart's desire. They didn't want to listen to what Noah was preaching, what Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai had told them what to say. They thought it was a joke. Go ahead.
Against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men.
Yep. See, so all this destruction that we're talking about is coming because of wickedness, man, against you ungodly men. All right. Go to the book of Jude, right before Revelations, and start at verse 5. It's just one chapter.
Start at verse 5.
Yeah.
This is Jude, verse 5. I will therefore put you in the remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believe not.
Right, so we're bringing this back to remembrance, because the scriptures say in the book of Romans 15:3, all these things were written for our learning, man. Okay, so we learned off these examples, these things that actually happen, and we take heed of it to avoid that by being what? Being obedient to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Go ahead.
And the angels, which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation.
That's talking about the us. Talking about us, man. Go ahead. It's not talking about the fallen angels, the Nephilim, that the celestial beings came down having sex with women. Okay, go ahead.
But left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains unto darkness.
Yeah, he has reserved, right? It said reserved you unto everlasting chains of darkness, being in these bodies, man. Go ahead.
Unto the judgment of the great day.
Unto the judgment of the great day. What is that great notable day? It's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's return, man. That notable day. Is there more on it?
Just about Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, in like manner giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering vengeance of eternal fire.
See? So all these things are examples unto us, man. These things were written for our learning on how to avoid judgment. Okay? By observing, by obeying Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, the law, statutes, and commandments, you know, having the proper breakdowns of the scriptures, because that's a commandment in itself as well. Having the name is a commandment. So people say, oh, I can call him whatever I want. No, you have to have the right name in order to gain access to him, man. Okay? So all these things that are coming to pass and that have happened have been examples. Because destruction is coming, man. It's going to be by way of fire. Like Sodom and Gomorrah, that was an example. And that was in ancient times. So the Most High has always been declaring the end. He's been showing you what it's going to lead to. And it's going to be greater. This destruction is going to be greater than anything that's ever happened on the earth. Get Daniel 12:1, or yeah, Daniel 12:1. That's what he's been showing us. Throughout all history, he's been showing us. And only the elect are going to be the ones that are going to take heed of that. And be like, damn, man, what can I do? I don't want to die. What do I got to do to be saved? That's what this book is here for. That's what Yahweh Shai is here for, man. Only the ones that truly fear, they're going to come to Yahweh Shai. That strong tower, man. That their buckler. Go ahead.
Daniel 12:1. This is Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at the time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people.
One of the archangels, Michael. Go ahead.
And there shall be a time of trouble.
There's going to be a time of trouble. Go ahead.
Such as never was since there was a nation.
See, there's going to be a time of trouble that this world has never experienced, man. This is going to be the worst of the worst. The destruction that's coming. Okay? Read that part again.
And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation.
Yeah. It's gonna be bad out here, man. The time of Jacob's trouble, the Third World War, burning with fuel and fire. It's not gonna be like in the ancient times where it was with swords and shields. All right, this time's gonna be by way of thermonuclear destruction, man. The ICBM missiles, you know, and whatever else Esau got out there, man. Those high tech sound waves that he's gonna send out and destroy people, bug you out, burn you up. You know, it's gonna be crazy out here, man. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world till this time. No, nor ever shall be. You see? So this time's going to be worse than all the other times. Sodom and Gomorrah was just an example of what's coming right now. So we're declaring the end unto you, man. Showing you the signs and the times, the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. Part of it. Is that it? Or go ahead and read. Yeah.
Daniel chapter 12, continuing on verse 1. Even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Yeah, the ones that are written in the book. What book is that? The Bible, man, the book of life. When they're found written in the book of life, they shall be delivered. Everybody else is going to be what? What did it say? In contempt? Or is that the next verse?
Is the next verse.
Go ahead.
And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life.
Yeah, and that dust represents confusion. So all these people that are asleep, eventually they're going to wake up. But they're going to wake up by way of that fire. And they're going to be in contempt. Okay? Read it again. 2.
And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life.
Some to everlasting life. Like that's what's happening to us right now. The brothers are waking up. The valley of dry bones. All right? The nation of Israel, that small remnant is waking up. And they're going to be to what? Everlasting life?
Everlasting life.
Everlasting life.
And some to shame.
And some to shame.
And everlasting contempt.
And everlasting contempt by way of fire, man. That's going to happen in this time. Okay? But that trouble, as I said, that I read in Matthew 24, it says that be great, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. So it's going to be horrible out here, man. That's why the scriptures say, knowing the terrors of the Lord, we persuade men. You know, and that's what we're doing. That's our job, to sound the trumpet, as it was commanded to Ezekiel in chapter 33. Lest your blood be upon our hands, man. You know, this thing is a serious thing, man. Imminent danger is at hand, man. You walk us in peril of thy own overthrow. And a lot of people, like I said, like bars and, you know, even just walking down the street is dangerous. You know, you got certain cities that are more dangerous than others. Then you wouldn't understand what I'm saying, man. You gotta worry about certain neighborhoods you can and can't go, because of they know that you're not from there. They'll hit you up. You know, this place is a dangerous place, man. But the only way you're gonna be preserved and protected is by this word, by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Get Jeremiah 16. Jeremiah 16.
Chapter 16, verse 8. Thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting to sit with them to eat and to drink.
Yeah, see, it's a commandment. We're not supposed to be going hand in hand with the wicked. You know? We're not supposed to be in the house of feasting with these holidays, getting along with these fucking 2/3 like that. Yeah, scripture say be at peace with all men, and as far as it goes. Mind your business, I mind my business. Hey, what's up? What's up? We're cool, that's it. Other than that, we're not supposed to be going and fellowshipping with them and all this shit. Go ahead, read that part again.
Thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting to sit with them to eat and drink.
That's right. Because what did it say? In the times of Noah, they were eating, drinking, and giving into marriage. What was Noah doing? It was about his father's business, man. As Yahweh Shai. Meditating. And when he was resting, he was enjoying himself, he was doing it alone or with the other brothers. Go ahead.
For thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes, and in your days, the voice of mirth, the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom.
Yeah, what does that sound familiar to? In the book of Revelations about America, man. The bridegroom, the vows of music, you know? So he's gonna take all that away. He did it to Israel, so how much more to the heathen, man?
That's right.
We can bring that out in Obadiah too, but go ahead and read that part one more time, Slaki.
For thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth, the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride.
Yep. So while you're giving yourself into to marriage, drinking and eating, that's gonna sudden destruction is gonna fall upon you when you say peace and safety, man. When you least expect it, Yahweh Shai is gonna drop that great hailstone upon your head, man. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words.
Yep. And that's what we're doing. We're showing you all these words.
And they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath Yahweh pronounced all this great evil against us?
See it, but are they doing that? No. Why? Because they don't care. The only ones that are going to really do that are the elect, like I keep making mention. They're like, damn, what do I got to do? You're going to be messaging brothers, emailing brothers. Why? Because you have that fear. But everybody else, they don't care about it. You know? Some might come over, why are you speaking all this stuff to? Why are you condemning us? Who are you? Why you our judge? You know? Well, this is why. Go ahead.
Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, our power?
For spiritual fornication, adultery, idolatry. What else? You got homosexuality, bestiality, eating pork. You know, you got all kinds of shit, man. Yeah, that's what it is. You know, there's not one thing. It's everything, man. It's everything. We have to get right. Set our house in order. Hate the abomination vehemently, man. Go ahead.
Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law.
You haven't kept the law, man. You ain't keeping his word. All right. Go ahead.
And ye have done worse than your fathers.
So you done worse than your father, because this generation, when Yahweh Shai was on the earth, he told that current generation that they're a wicked and perverse generation. When he was on the earth, how much more has wickedness increased? Wickedness has increased way more than it was in the time of Yahweh Shai. But he said that in his time it was a wicked and perverse generation. Go ahead. Now we're in a generation where the people are pure in their own eyes, man. And they're really filthy rags. They're really filthy. Brute beasts. Go ahead.
And ye have done worse than your fathers, for behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of their evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me.
Yep. And that's what's going on. Everybody's walking after their own imagination. Just going back to when that time of Noah, in verse Genesis chapter 6, that's what Yahweh Shai said, is that these people's heart was continually wicked, man. Their mindset, their thoughts, and their thoughts weren't upon Yahweh Shai, the commandments or whatever it was that was being decreed to them at that time. You know? Go ahead. It's like today, man. Everybody, all the Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, they do whatever they want, man. They live how they want. You know? They love eating pork. You tell them not to eat pork, and they get offended by that. By an animal that was designed to be a cleaner, to eat garbage, to clean up mess. But you go and eat that. You know? And you get mad at a brother because we're telling you what is healthy for you, what is good for you. That's crazy.
Especially with their haircuts, man, when they get their edge up and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, you get
can't do that.
all lined up and shit. Look like a fucking, looks weird. You know?
Right.
What the Most High make, sometimes what the Most High make crooked is beautiful. It don't have to be perfect.
Right.
It's beautiful in its own. Alright? But then you want to go and try to manipulate and change it. That's where it becomes ugly in the eyes of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not.
Yeah, and that's what's happened to us. That's why we're went from captivity to captivity, because we continuously rebelled against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's will. Go ahead.
Neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night.
Yeah, that's what these Negro Latinos and Native American Indians are doing. Serving gods day and night, who our fathers knew not. Newly created. Like I said, you can find anything in this world. They're doing whatever comes to somebody's mind, they're doing it. They ain't nobody's gonna stop them. They're gonna go all the way for it, man. They're gonna make something out of that. That's the time we're in, man. Wickedness, and nobody's thinking upon Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai or this Bible, this word. This Bible is pushed to the side. Nobody wants to speak about it, especially when you really get into when you start letting these scriptures come out. You could tell the whole mood, like. People don't want to, instead of them being joyful and all excited and be like, damn, man, yeah, hey, get that one in this book, get that one over here. They get quiet. And then somebody in the crowd wants to just bring something stupid shit out so everybody can laugh. And then, you know, that's how it is. These people don't like the Bible, man. They can speak from their own heart and think about things and try to come up with an answer. You know, but when you start pulling the answers out of here, they're like, nah, I don't want to hear that, man. I don't leave those scriptures alone. You know?
They're start thinking that you're just based off of the Old Testament. And they start talking behind your backs. Hey.
Yeah, man, they hate the Bible, man. They don't like when the scriptures come out, because the scriptures, the answer is here. But really, they don't want answers. They don't want to be saved. If I'm not mistaken, there's a song. I don't know if it was by what's his name? J. Cole, where he says, "Save her, don't save her, don't save her. She don't want to be saved." America don't want to be saved. You 2/3 don't want to be saved, man. You Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, you 2/3, y'all don't want to be saved, man. Y'all love lies. Y'all love being ignorant. It's like you got a lot of Jake that talk over there that came from New York when they say, man, that's sick, that's stupid. Or, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Like but they're meaning it like trying to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that's sick, or, man, that was crazy stupid, you know? Oh, man, y'all really like being fucking dumb, man. Y'all like being retarded. You ain't about this word, man. And a lot of people claim that they are, but then, like I said, when they start bringing these scriptures out, you can see that they ain't really about this word. You know? Is there more on that one to read? Or just keep reading. I know where to stop.
Neither ye nor your fathers, and there shall ye serve other gods day and night.
Cesar Borgias, so-called Jesus, right? Crucifix, your rosary beads, Santa Maria, all these dead saints, your statues, your little candles you burn with those damn paintings on there. Issachar, go ahead.
For I will not shew you favor. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that it shall no more be said, Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But Yahweh liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
From the land of the north. And where are we at? In North America, man.
Right.
So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to deliver us out of America, in the land of our captivity. And when that happens, it's no longer going to be remembered that we were delivered out of Egypt, because that was an example of what we're going to experience now. The Negro Latinos, the Native American Indians being the true Hebrew Israelites of the Bible, that he's only coming back for a specific amount of people. All right, the 144 and that 1/3. Go ahead.
And from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land.
Yep, he's going to bring us back into our land, to Israel, and to completely rule the earth, the universe. That's going to be our inheritance. Go ahead.
That I gave unto their fathers.
Yep.
Behold, I will send
to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Moses didn't get to go into the promised land, but Joshua, Caleb. All right, they guided the 12 tribes into there. Right? Go ahead.
Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
And that's what we're doing. We're fishing, man. That's what Yahushua told the apostles, I'm gonna change you into fishers of men. Because they were fishermen. They would go out there and cast their nets and draw on the fish. But Yahushua said, no, you're going to be fishers of men now. All right? Go ahead.
And they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain, and from every hill, and out of every hole of the rocks.
That's right. And that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to grant spiritual power unto the elect men to do that specific duty. Okay, we're gonna hunt the elites out of these underground bunkers, out of the ocean, out of the waters, out of the heavens. We're gonna draw them out, man, and bind them with chains, fetters of chains. Okay, so right now it'd be good, it'd be wise, and behoove you to get this truth, man, to humble yourself down. All right, in order to escape all the things that we're telling you, it's going to come to pass. I think that's it on it. Go to Revelations chapter 18, verse 21, or 20, 18 and 20.
This is Revelations chapter 18, verse 20. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai hath avenged you on her.
See, and that's who's going to be rejoicing, man, is the elect, the brothers. That's why we love the scriptures. We love this word when it comes out. We love doing the work for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because we know our redemption draweth nigh, man. We know America's about to be destroyed. We know wickedness is going to be destroyed. Esau, the so-called white man, is going to be destroyed. So that means that we're going to receive salvation, redemption. Go ahead.
And the mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone, and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down.
With violence, man. Is America, the whole world is going to be under that vibration. Violence. And it's going to be occurring, man. It's going to be happening. War. It's like, oh, you got the immigrants coming from Honduras over here to the borders of Mexico and America, man, because they're trying to seek asylum. But you got Donald Trump over here talking about, hey, man, we're going to put them to death. He's sending out actual men of war over there, man. You know?
He said they're going to treat the rocks thrown at them like assault rifles.
Like if it's really a threat. When here in America, you have your little uprisings and they have people protesting, and they be throwing fucking worse shit than that, and they have their shields, and they have a gas gun or those guns that shoot out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Those tear gas.
That's right.
But they're over there wanting to fucking blast them people, man. It's a damn devil. So by violence, this man's gonna go out, man, because since he pursued us with blood is gonna pursue him. Go ahead.
Thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down.
Babylon means confusion. So America is confusion, man. Go ahead.
And shall be found no more at all. And the voice of the harpers and musicians and of pipers and of trumpeters shall be heard no more at all in thee.
Well, ain't gonna be no more bands going on here, concerts. You know, these commercials that praise America. You know, people that gather in these committees and in these groups, and they want to give honor to the American flag. Where you got the Pledge of Allegiance. Ain't none of that shit gonna go on no more, man. Go ahead.
And no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee.
Yep.
And the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee.
Ain't gonna be nothing going on here in America. They ain't gonna be producing nothing. All right, it ain't gonna be waxing fat no more. It's gonna be utterly destroyed, man.
And the light of the candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee.
See, like, as in the days of Noah, where they were giving it to marriage, eating and drinking, man. They were enjoying themselves, living it up, badass. They didn't think nothing was ever gonna come for all their actions till that one day. That one day, it happened. And that's how it's gonna be here, man. Everything, history repeats itself. It's always happened, man. The First World War, Second War. You think people knew or actually believed that a Second World War was gonna come? Oh, they weren't thinking that shit. They think, oh, damn, I'm glad World War I is over with. But then another one happened. Guess what? World War III is here, man. It's already going on. It just hasn't hit home. It's not fully blown out yet. It's already going on, man. The Third World War. That's why you see all the nations.